Alright, so today, dear viewer, we're going to go ride the Forgotten Mountain that is part of the Snake in northeastern Tennessee. They brag about, there's 3 mountains or whatever and 8,776,000 curves or whatever it is that they say. But mostly everybody just rides the 2 mountains that go between South Holston Lake on the Bristol, Tennessee side over to Shady Valley, Tennessee. There's 2 mountains there, and that is very, very good riding, and it goes through Shady Valley. But, the major intersection there, it goes 4 different directions. 2 of them go on the road that we're talking about, 421. But then there's 2 other ones. One of them goes toward Damascus, and that's a different video. But this one goes toward Elizabethton, and it's a very cool road that very few people ride. But I think I know why, because the first few miles of it have a lot of houses and it's kind of flat and it's kind of boring. But once you get past those houses and actually get back into the National Forest area, it's pretty awesome. So you gotta hang with me on this video and you'll get to see why, because we're gonna ride through it on a Triumph Scrambler. And I'm not gonna set any speed records, but I was feeling a little frisky. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I was having a good day. Not too frisky, because I have an Anarchy Adventure on the front, which is just a knobby. I think I did end up dragging a peg a time or 2, but that was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. It just happens from time to time. This is a very early April, so the leaves are, they're not there. So it kind of looks kind of barren. But unfortunately, if you live in the Appalachians, this is how it looks for about 4 months out of the year. Bleak, boring, no leaves, no greenery, everything's gray. I can't do anything about that. So, alright, so if you look right there, it's a sign. It says something, I don't know what it says, something about no more residential turnoffs. So feel free to enjoy yourself. The other parts of the Snake that are on 421, you have a little more area to screw up and do something stupid. Here you really don't, because you notice that guardrail is only about 6 inches off of the road. So it's right there. It's waiting on you to screw up so it can decimate you, basically. And then on the other side of the road, of course, you have, I'm sure it's totally soft if you slide into it at 50 miles an hour, but the solid rock banks there, and not ideal. It's not all like that. I mean, some places, here you could crash and slide into the bushes and no big deal. Or you could hit those death bars over there. I don't know what in the heck those things are about, but that cannot be safe. Lots of little swifts back and forths, lots of little S-curves. It is a fantastic place to ride. It is a fun ride. And in some ways, it's probably more challenging than the normal route through 421. Plus, you can imagine how pretty this would be if we were here in the summer. You wouldn't be able to see that mountain behind those trees because of all the leaves and stuff. But right now, you can see it, so you can imagine how pretty that would be if we had leaves and stuff. But we don't right now. The obligatory 360-degree turn. Well, not 360. It's more like a 180. But basically we call it a kiss your ass turn. It's where you go into the curve and you see your own self going into the curve as you're coming out of it because it's so tight. Those are pretty common here. So, oh wait, hold on. Get a little plug in here. Just turn around. MotoTales. You need to subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff. Come on, man. All right, back to the road. Guardrail of death to my right, and then suddenly no guardrail, because who needs them, So we can just bounce off a tree if we screw up. Honestly, this is one of the more fun roads in the areas, and it's highly underrated. I mean, look at this turn. That is beautiful. Like we're getting ready to turn completely back the way we came. I love this kind of thing. I think that's beautiful. I can see the road up there where I came from, to see the road where I'm going. If you look up on the sides of these mountains, I mean, like, a lot of the trees are gone. Like, this area was hit super hard during Hurricane Helene. Like, there is so much damage. I'm going to say, in some places, and I don't know if you can see it on this video, but in some places, like 90% of the trees are uprooted and knocked over. Like, I should be looking up there and I should see nothing but trees, but the vast majority of them are on the ground. It is crazy how much damage happened in this area. So, but they got the road. Yeah, I mean, it's 100% passable now. I mean, you will see the odd, tree branch sticking out here and there. Like right here, where I nearly knocked myself unconscious on a tree branch. Not sure what I'm pointing at. Oh yeah, I'm pointing at the utter destruction over there. I mean, you can see all those trees are down. That's a good 80 to 90% of the trees have been knocked over just by wind. And it's not breaking them, it just like completely uproots them. Alright, so here's the thing. If you like the video, comment on it, like it, subscribe, share it, do all that kind of stuff, because every time you do, it gets me one step closer to being able to do something cool like this again. So thanks for watching.